started with street photography to now?
Um, well, I don't know. I never followed trends. But there are trends in street photography. There you can see them on social media. People start shooting what they think is going to bring the likes because they see people shoot, very minimalist silhouettes, very deep shadows and so they start trying to shoot that because they see those pictures are popular. So there are trends. And I never followed trends because that bores me. I follow my mood. And when you look at my work, or if I look at my work from a few months ago, a few years ago, I know exactly how I was feeling emotionally at the moment I shot a specific frame. That's why I call the emotional metadata, which to me is in every picture. If I come home with 10 frames and only one that I'm going to keep, hey, that's awesome. It's fine. So in my in the genre of photography I do, you really have to enjoy the journey because the your rate of keeper is going to be so low. It's so difficult that if you don't enjoy the journey, you're going to be very, very frustrated. And so I had this assignment for an online class I'm giving recently, and one photographer got a really cool photograph by putting scotch tape in front of her lens. So like three
Ugh.
layers of three strips of scotch tape on her lens and got some really, really cool, very creative photograph. Anything you can do movement. So I love doing that, especially when if you're in a rut. A lot of people say they're in a rut because they're not traveling and they're kind of stuck in the same on the same streets or the same environment. Well, then try a new technique. Try camera movement. Try putting something in front of your lens. There's always something you can do to get you out the door to try something new or give yourself an assignment. That's there's plenty of that. Um, People have already that was the most common thing, I think, the first few years when I was teaching. People asking me, "Oh, I wanna go out there, but I don't know what to do," and so I wrote a book, 75 assignments. That's actually, I think, out of print or going out of print soon, but the electronic version, I think, will still be available, and so they have 75 assignments to just randomly pick from. Um, and, um, and that book was very popular. I think there's several other street photography books of assignments now, but at the time, they really weren't very many. And so, then there's no more excuse. Pick up an assignment, put the book in your on your phone, an ebook on your phone, pick an assignment and go out and play for an hour or 2. We would really like to learn with you in the streets of Paris. And so it's like, but how can I teach something I never learned? And that stuck with me because I never learned it. I started doing it, and that's the way I've been doing it. And so and because it really I followed my heart, I never try. And I think people try too hard. You really need to just take a deep breath and just follow your heart and not think that you're gonna get 10 great pictures at the end of the day. No, you'll have 10 okay pictures, and you may have one that stands out from the rest, and that should make you pretty happy. So it's resetting your expectation, having fun with it, not being too hard with yourself, just realizing that this is just the hardest thing you're ever gonna shoot. Um, and, um and yeah, just enjoy the process. I think people get frustrated because they realize, "Oh, this is so hard," and then that kinda ruins the experience for them too. And then or they try to find shortcuts where, they'll stage a shot or something, but then they're robbing themselves from the 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 pure joy of capturing that decisive moment, that is that's never happened before, will never happen again. And so, so I urge people to just keep shooting. Don't look for shortcuts. It's but you're not gonna be satisfied very long if you do that. So, yeah. Uh,
What
and, I'm okay with sometimes I'm okay with putting the camera down and enjoying the moment, knowing, like, sometimes you see something really, really beautiful, but you know that you'll never be close enough to capture it without disrupting it. And so, at that point, I just enjoy it without the camera. And that's something I wasn't always able to do. I think that shows maybe, that's part of the growth, is to be able to enjoy the moment without absolutely needing to capture it, because I don't wanna be that street photographer that's going to be too pushy or make people uncomfortable. And so there are many moments that I witnessed that, yeah, I wish I could immortalize, but I know from experience that if I get the shot that I'm envisioning, I'm going to disrupt whatever's I see that's so beautiful, and I'm just not even gonna do it, but I'm gonna enjoy it. And so I think when you get to that point where whether you get the picture or not, you can still enjoy that moment and you're not feeling frustrated, that's a good place to be. I hear all the time on workshops, people tell me, "Oh, I saw that beautiful moment, but I couldn't get it. I didn't get it. I wasn't quick enough," or whatever it is. And I said, "You know what? It's great. You saw it." And most people don't see. And so you can't have one without the other. So the fact that you saw it and you appreciated the beauty of that moment of everyday life, whether it was an expression, a gesture, the light that hit a certain person at that point, whatever it was, the fact that they saw it, there is growth and there is learning. And yes, most of the time you'll miss the shot. And so that's just a fact of life. That's just what street photography is. And the
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed that clip, then press here for the full episode in glorious Technicolor. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe.